Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be talking about Xpeng. We're also going to be talking about the Alibaba news. So a lot of y'all knew that Alibaba fell down heavily on Thursday. As you see, it fell down $34 and at one time was all the way down to $2.11. So the reason for that was because China has launched an antitrust investigation into Baba as it sets up scrutiny of the country's rapidly growing internet firms. So it basically goes, this article goes in and say that they're investigating the company's practice of requiring merchants to sign agreements that prevent them selling products on rival platforms known as choosing one from two. So basically being a monopoly. They're trying to investigate this Alibaba and see that if they're a monopoly, if they're controlling too many things in China where other businesses can't compete. So kind of close to what Amazon was doing or investigated in. So all these big companies like Apple, same thing, scenarios that's happened over here. It's called antitrust. It happens here all the time in America. And that's, guys, well, I didn't really necessarily bring it up in my last Xpeng Neo video. And that's why I really didn't bring it up, because it happens a lot. And most of the time, the outcome is literally nothing. Nothing happens. They never get broken up, you know. So that's why I didn't mention it in my last Xpeng video, because a lot of y'all thought that this sold off because of the Alibaba thing, and it could have. But guys, I'm a technical trader. I stay down to technical news, and guys, typically the way stocks move, no matter what the news is, it still follows the technical levels, right? Still, we might have an overreaction. Xpeng was down $1.93, but that doesn't mean necessarily it was because of the Alibaba news. Either way, guys, we're still going to look at these price levels. We're still going to identify key levels that we need to find. So the first level is obviously 40.29. So I talked about in my previous Xpeng video that if we fell below this support at 43.87, that it was going to be bad news, and we're probably heading back down to 40.29. And so far, guys, that rejection is happening. We're on our way down to 40.29. Now, I'm not saying we're going to hit that on Monday. We really could turn around and not even touch that level. But if we do have a sell-off on Monday, another one, I'm looking for a pullback down to 40.29, and that's because it's been a strong support many times before. So if we're going to turn around anywhere, it's going to be at this level right here. Now, if let's say on Monday we just gap up and go. So our first level, we obviously need to get above this resistance that's now acting as a resistance that acted as support below. So we need to turn around, get above that, and then ultimately start heading back up to this resistance at 48.06. That's going to be a strong resistance just because we got rejected several times before. But once we get above it, guys, we need to push up and confirm it, and that's when we can start taking off. So if I'm bullish on Xpeng, these are the levels I'm looking at going into the session on Monday. Now, Xpeng, like I said, it still is going to have a lot of good things going for it in 2021. I'm not scared of this company overall in the long term. They have amazing products. They're doing amazing sales. So I'm not worried about Xpeng in the long term. But in the short term, we can still find good deals. We can find good entries to get in at and levels that we need to look at. Like I said, the first level is going to be 40.29. We need to either hold that area or we don't even have to touch it on Monday. But either way, we still need to, in the short term, get above 43.78. Once we can get above that, we're moving this downtrend and continuing the uptrend. So that's what I'm going to be looking at for Xpeng going to the session on Monday and ultimately getting above 48.06. Now, I know I know Neo has a huge event going on January 9th, Neo Day. Now, this could cause Xpeng to pop up as well, because Xpeng also is in that same industry. They're the same electric cars, so you know they'll be producing more products in 2021 as well. So keep that in mind. We could see a positive catalyst jump up for Xpeng as well going into early 2021. But I just wanted to get this video out today that I'm not too worried about this Alibaba news. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but this has happened over and over and over for Facebook, for Amazon, for Apple, for Microsoft. They have these antitrust literally twice a year for these big tech companies, and nothing really happens. Yes, we initially see that huge down reaction like we did see in Baba, but eventually they just recover. Most of the times these officials, they don't find anything, they don't do anything. But also to keep in mind, I would like to say though, this is China. China is known to have a much stricter government, so something could come from this. But more than likely, guys, there's nothing to worry about. I don't think anything will come from that. And like I said, I don't think this will affect Xpeng in the long term. Yes, we might just have seen some type of initial, pullback just because Xpeng is, structured in China and they do have tight regulations. So that's maybe why we saw this initial sell-off. Same with the Neo on Thursday. But I think in the long run, guys, that this whole lawsuit against Alibaba is not going to really mean that much. I don't think nothing's going to be found in Alibaba, but I could be wrong because China is a lot stricter. But I know here in the US, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, nothing ever happens to them, and it's just like kind of shrugged off. And that yes, they do see initial down reaction, but then they start to recover at these key levels that I talk about for these other stocks. So I just want to get this out for y'all that yes, Alibaba's news did cause a reaction, but in the long term, guys, for right now, I don't think it's going to be huge for Xpeng, Neo, and ultimately Alibaba. So guys, I just want to put this out for you. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video.